friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
She asked her grandma to be in her wedding. Now she has a grandmaid. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. Bethany Johnston-Sweeney asked her grandmother to be in her wedding and created a very special name for her. The 28-year-old bride is very close with her grandmother, 83-year-old Anna Johnson. So much so that when she started planning her wedding, she knew she wanted her to be involved in a special way. After considering a few ideas, Bethany decided to ask Anna to be one of her bridesmaids. Although her husband-to-be and family weren't shocked by the idea, they did worry that it might be too much for her grandmother to handle. They thought she might struggle with the bridesmaid's duties, but I was adamant, Bethany said. They initially thought I was crazy, but I knew she would be fantastic. Bethany gave her grandmother a bridesmaid proposal gift set. The set included her favorite Prosecco, a picture of the two of them, a friendship bracelet, and a card. Edna opened the gift and was shocked. She initially said she was too old to be a bridesmaid, which is why I came up with the term Grandmaid, Bethany said. And what a sweet term it is. Anna was with Bethany throughout all the wedding planning, from deciding on her color scheme to choosing her wedding dress. I wanted her input on everything because we're so close and I value her opinion, Bethany said. Bethany also wanted her grandmother to feel comfortable in her grandmaid dress. She allowed her, as well as the other bridesmaids, to choose their own styles and colors when it came to their dresses. They went with blush and red, and Anna went with a darker red dress. Bethany's grandmaid was captured beautifully by her videographer, Floral Moments, and it went viral on TikTok. What a sweet video it was. We see Anna in her beautiful dress taking wedding photos and dancing with the other bridesmaids. I always knew she was special, and I'm happy other people can see it now too, Bethany shares. Treasure the moments you have with your family and show them how special they are to you, as we don't have forever. Bethany's wedding was in August 2024 at the Stirk House Hotel in England. We shared many special moments that day, Bethany said. Before putting on my dress, she saw a patch of Granddad's cap that had been sewn into it, as he had sadly passed away a while ago. She helped me prepare to walk down the aisle by adjusting my dress, and we shared many dances that night. What a special tribute to be able to include her grandmother in her wedding. It's a memory they will cherish forever. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfection. Colossians 3:14. Pregnant mom realizes too late she's in labor at movie theater, ends up giving birth in lobby. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. Pregnant mom realizes too late that she's in labor and ends up giving birth in the lobby of a movie theater. What began as a simple family outing turned into a tale straight out of a movie script, but this time the main character wasn't a superhero or a cartoon animal. It was a newborn baby girl, Laurie Miles. Sarah Vincent, 39 weeks pregnant and nearing the end of her journey into motherhood for the second time, decided to treat her 3-year-old son, Liam, to a day at the movie. Along with her parents, she headed to Cinema World, a cozy theater just outside the bustling capital city of Cardiff. They chose Sing 2, a lighthearted animated film, perfect for keeping Liam entertained and giving Sarah a chance to relax as she anticipated the arrival of her baby. Little did they know that the real drama was about to unfold, not on the big screen but in the theater's lobby. About 20 minutes into the film, Sarah felt a strange twinge. Started as a mild discomfort, something easily brushed off, but it quickly escalated into something far more urgent. She slipped out of the darkened theater and made her way to the restroom, hoping that some privacy and a moment to breathe would ease the discomfort. But the twinges didn't subside. Instead, they intensified with a speed and force that left Sarah no choice but to lie down on the cold, tiled floor of the lobby, clutching her belly as she realized that her baby wasn't going to wait. At that very moment, the lobby, usually filled with the scent of buttery popcorn and the murmur of excited moviegoers, was transformed into an impromptu delivery room. The staff at Cinema World, trained for ticket sales and concession stand orders, suddenly found themselves in the role of midwives. They acted with remarkable speed and care. One employee quickly dialed for an ambulance while others set up makeshift screens to offer Sarah some privacy. The tension in the air was palpable as the minutes ticked by, each one bringing Sarah close to an unexpected delivery. Meanwhile, among the moviegoers, Amy Screen, who had been enjoying a quiet afternoon out, heard the commotion. Without a second thought, she offered her help, joining forces with the J.C. Howcroft, theater manager on duty. They were guided by the calm, steady voice of a paramedic on the other end of the phone, who talked them through the steps they need to take if the baby decided to make her debut before the ambulance arrived. And then, as if scripted by fate itself, Laurie Miles made her entrance into the world. The clock barely had time to move before Sarah's water broke. In what felt like a heartbeat, Laurie was born. The newborn's first cries echoed through the lobby, a sound more beautiful than any soundtrack played in the theater that day. Sarah held her daughter close, overwhelmed by the suddenness of it all, but filled with a deep, abiding love. Laurie weighed in at a healthy 7 pounds, a tiny bundle of joy delivered under the most extraordinary of circumstances. While all this was happening, Gareth Miles, Sarah's husband, was hard at work, completely unaware of the unfolding drama. When his phone rang, it was Sarah's father on the line, his voice carrying both the urgency and wonder of the moment. Gareth's heart pounded as he raced out of work, driving faster than he ever had before, praying he would make it in time. When he arrived at the theater, the scene that greeted him was nothing short of incredible. In the lobby where he had once bought popcorn and soda for a regular night out, there was his wife holding their newborn daughter, surrounded by the theater staff. Garth's eyes welded up with tears as he took in the sight of his baby girl, safe and sound despite the chaos. The staff were incredible, Garth later recalled, still in awe of the events. JC, the manager, was quick to act, making sure Sarah's parents were by her side. Andrew and other staff members stayed on the phone with the paramedics, guiding us through what needed to be done. And Amy, just a regular person out for a movie, was a godsend. Everyone came together in a way that I'll never forget. This wasn't the first time the Miles family had an unexpected surprise birth. Their son, Liam, had also been born in a rush. At the time, it was in the confines of a car rather than a cinema lobby. Garth chuckled as he shared their story with family and friends. I thought having a baby in a car was wild, but now we have a cinema birth story to tell. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't believe if it wasn't your own life, he said. As the family left the cinema that day, they carried with them more than just a story. They carried a memory, one that would become part of their family's legacy, a tale of how Laurie made her grand entrance in a place where dreams and stories are born. It was a reminder for Sarah, Garth, and little Liam that sometimes life's most incredible moments happen when you least expect them. An ordinary day at the movies became an extraordinary beginning for their newest family member. Psalm 139, 13-14. For you created my innermost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.